Good afternoon. Yeah, first of all, we apologize for being late. And I know you have expectation for today. As she mentioned, I'm Moses Njuguna. I'm an investment consultant at Nabo Capital. And what we do, we talk about money, and what we do, we change lives through investments. And what we try to understand, people's needs. People are at different levels in terms of wealth creation. So don't feel like it's late. If we discuss and you find that like you are not yet there, you can always start the journey. Yeah. So what we'll be doing today is we just try to highlight on the areas that are, maybe you could be doing something, but maybe you're not doing it right, or you need some assistance. So, but the end of the goal is to make you better in terms of your financial wellness. So, just the few questions that I would like to start. There's a part of the introduction. Nabo Capital, we are a fund manager regulated by the Capital Market Authority. We are a subsidiary of the Centum Investment. So as we deal with the public market, if you ever heard of money market, anyone have ever heard of money market fund? Bonds, treasury bills, core business news. Now that's why we are here today. now that's why we are here today, to teach you about it. So, what our Victoria said, that once you understand this, you're able to work together. Even when you have a vision of planning your retirement, even as a teachers, the teaching group of fraternity and the support staff and all that, you are able to work out a goal once you understand what's an investment. Yeah, what are the things that you need to know? So I'll be talking about, and one of the things I'll talk today is about, if I asked you 5 questions, or let's say one question is, if you knew you have 5 years to live, what would you do different today? This is a question, don't answer, just think about it. If you knew you have 5 years time to live, what is that you do different in your lifestyle? And if you knew you had 12 months to live, what will you do different today? If you have less than 12 months, what you do to live today? And the other thing is, question is, if you had some money, like you have some money, you wake up, you're not worrying about paying the bills, they are taken care of. What are the things would you do different? And in terms of your perspective about work, what's your perspective? How will it be? Are you going to be the same teacher that you'll be doing it, or you'll be more dedicated to change life and not to look for money to pay bills? So those are the things I would like you to think about. So when we are talking about money, what is this that we are talking about when we talk about money? So, and I will talk about wealth creation. Wealth creation. Wealth creation. It has proved wealth creation to be an art. Yeah, it's an art of stewardship rather than money making. Wealth creation, it's an art of stewardship. So what we are talking about, we are saying about stewardship. And then we have something called money making. It has proven to be an art of stewardship rather than just money making. People make money, and you can make a lot of it. But what is this that remains at the end of the day? So there's what we call the law of money. And there was a time in the media, they were saying, boda guys in Vika, they own an estate. I don't know who saw that story. Boda people, they came together, contributing, I think, 200 daily. They bought land and built rentals in Vika. Compare that case and this person. So what I'm trying to tell you today is stewardship. It is not about how much money you are making, but how much money remains. What is this? Yes, you get paid, let's say 50,000, 100,000, 70, 40. But in this amount of money, what is this that you are setting aside to pay yourself? I'll talk about paying yourself and how should you pay yourself. I'll talk about that. So there is what we call the law of money. And what does the law of money say? The law of money says that as your income is increasing, you'll always increase your expenses to meet the new level of income. So your income increase, expenses increase. So your income increase, maybe, and this happens to us. Maybe there's a small amount of money or there's an increment. What happened next? That's the time you realize where I stay, there is no good security. Where I stay is not a good neighborhood. I need to move just because there's an increase in the way you are able to work with your budget. Then you realize now because of this small amount of money, I need to adjust my life. So you adjust your life, you can't even feel the impact of that increment in your income. You spend, you become a consumer. And at the end of the day, what I'll be talking about is your income or your salary that you get here. It's a seed. It's a seed that you should use to multiply and plan your retirement from that. So as your income increases, you'll always increase your expenses to meet the new level of expenses, of income. Pesa imeongezeka kidogo, change lifestyle. You know, start acquiring. And it's even bad. So there are people who even borrow or take things on credit just with something that you have had a rumor that there's like an increment coming. You start spending on something you have not even earned. So what are you doing? You are digging deeper. You are digging a hole, a financial hole, a debt that you'll need deliverance at some point to get out of it. So today I'll be addressing debt management. How do you plan that? That's another thing. So this law of money, you need to plan how to overcome it. If you don't plan or you don't work against this law of money, you'll always complaining that money is not enough. Why? An increment in income, you change the level of your expenses. You adjust everything. You consume everything. So there is nothing you are keeping aside for a seed for investment. So how do you overcome this law of money? It is by budgeting. Budgeting. And I want us to do a sample of a budget. Budgeting. So, how should an investor budget look like? So there's some 2 slides or 3 slides there I'll talk about. And first I want to talk about budget before I come to those slides. And I'll call it investor's budget. You can call it investor's budget. How should it look like? Because you are not a consumer. If you become a consumer, you'll have nothing at the retirement or at the next whatever. So we need to do a budget that will set aside some income for investment. In that graph, there's something we call it a income age graph. As your income increases and as how you're getting income with the age progress, you know. So I'll discuss about that. But let's talk about a budget. We need to overcome this law of money. There are many laws. The law of gravity. The different laws that are there. If you jump, you'll come down because of the law of gravity. If you don't plan, or don't have a budget, you'll be affected by the law of money. You subscribe into that law of money, pesa ni ya kutafutwa na kutumia. Get money, spend, it's done. Let's go look for more money. Come, spend, let's go look for more money. So you get your income. So just do a sample. So you have an income here. And there are two types of income. There is active income and passive income. There is an active income and there is a passive income. What does that mean? Maybe. What's an active income? You don't have an idea? Anyone else who can try? An active income? Yes. The salary that you are paid every month. Why do we call it active income? Because you have to be involved every day. You have to work 8 to 5 or 8 to the time you work. You trade your time, your skills, your talents to get paid for that money. That is what you call active income. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. But there is what we call a passive income. And it's very sweet, passive income. What is a passive income? Passive income, it is the money generated by your money. It's money working for you. You know, you don't have to wake up to work for that money, but end of the day, you have some money, even if it's 5 shillings that has come as a result of your money. Maybe you had 10,000, you have put it in a money market, it has earned you some interest. That interest is a passive income. You didn't work. It is your money that have generated some money. So this is what we call passive income. So when you talk of income, you can have an active here. Active income. Maybe let's say you bought something or you have a rental. Uko na nyumba mahali, you collect rent and you have, let's say, some money coming. That's a passive income. You invested your money in a property, it is giving you a return. Or you have a money market fund, it is able to give you 1,000 shillings in a month interest. That is a passive income. So maybe you have a passive income here. We talk about financial freedom. When we say the journey to financial freedom, what do we mean? When we say financial freedom, it is when your passive income is more than your active income. That you have invested money, this money are able to give you interest, which is more than the active income. So you don't have to work to meet your bills when you talk of financial freedom. It is the passive income which is working, but it's a journey. Right now you have active income, and I want to show you how can you use your active income to build your passive income. You don't have to go and maybe start a business somewhere to say that you have a business which is paying you. You can still invest the money and get a return which will be the same as doing something else. So we are talking of passive income. So you do the total. You have your total income there. That is your active income plus your passive income. So as we move, we just evaluate, where am I? Do I have a passive income? Am I only having an active income? In case of anything, will I be able to meet my needs? That's what we call a active income. And the goal when we talk about investment, we try to move you from active, over reliance on the active income, to passive income. And how we're gonna get there, it is making sure we are not subscribing to the law of money, which I've said you need to budget. And that's what we are doing today. So we want to ensure at the end of the day, you are paying yourself. How do you pay yourself? So when you receive your income, be it your income active or passive, you have total income. What next? Depending on your faith, maybe you do philanthropy work, you're a faith, you're a believer, you pay your tithe, your work of philanthropy. So let's say pay your tithes. Philanthropy. The Bible, as a believer, tells me 10%. I won't debate net or gross. That's when your faith and your walk with God. When you're saying 10%, you're committed to that. The next thing, so we received the money, we have paid our tithes. Who should we pay next?
Myself.
You pay yourself. Perfect. How do you pay yourself?
Pay my bill first.
You pay your bill first. Okay? Like rent, food. Okay? Tell me, you've paid yourself. After 1 year, will you be happy you paid that rent? Or will you see, what will you see at the end of the day, at the 1 year? When you come to do your maths, you say, I paid myself. What do I have at the end of 1 year?
I don't think nothing because it's going to the owner of the house.
So you are paying others. You see, you have not paid yourself. You paid others. Someone else tell me, how will you pay yourself to ensure that at the end of the year, you have some money? By savings. Someone else mtu mwingine atuambie, how do you pay yourself? By savings. Now let's make it more practical. Tell me. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we have received. That is how it's supposed to be. But is that what we do? That's how it's supposed to be. But is that what we do? Most of us paying ourselves, what do we say? I need to go out. I need to dress well. Nitoe jasho. Niambie mwili pole. Okay? I need to mwambie mwili pole. I have worked so hard. I've been waking up so early. It's been raining. Everything. Hii kazi haitaisha. I need to tell my kujiambia pole. That's what we tell ourselves. Yes. Yes.
Many ladies do that,
Not men. What happened to men? Wanini? We care about tomorrow. But when I pass this Kiambu Road, Friday, I'll find places full of cars, watu, nini. Yes?
No.
Which men are both of them?
Those cars, they belong to men.
Okay, when I went for my wife,
Yes.
okay, I'm the one who have invested in
Yes.
and I bought that car.
That car. But there are men, I always see them there. Wanatoa jasho, you know.
I buy for myself because I'm bad.
So let's be practical. What happens? Ladies have accepted. Unajiambia pole. But how unajiambia pole? That money, after 1 year, will you look back and say, nilijiambia pole, and this is the value ya hiyo nilijiambia pole.